Hey, good afternoon. Happy Saturday. You're listening to the Ask Dr. Ernst Show. My name is Dr. Aaron Ernst, and today, guess what? We have a special Facebook streaming, Instagram streaming, YouTube streaming, Twitter streaming show. Once again, the Tar Heels have kicked me off the airways, but I thought, what a great day to take an opportunity and teach you something about how to know if the food you're eating or going to buy is actually really healthy or not. We've done a couple things online that you guys have been reacting to, which I like. It's a good thing. I got to fix the camera real quick because our YouTubers are freaking out. And here's the thing. I've gotten a lot of questions about the olive oil, canola oil posts I put on there. Oh my God, what should we cook with? I had some people say, well, how do I know if things are healthy or real, etc.? So today, we just finished our Heart Disease Heal Thyself webinar. Listen, I don't know if you were on it, but oh my gosh, that was probably the best event I have done to date. Yes, it was the first one for 2024. But if you missed the Heart Disease Heal Thyself Masterclass, there was north of 400 people online. We were hearing testimonies of people kicking blood pressure and cholesterol and all kinds of heart-related issues to the curb. Arrhythmias fixed, blood pressure fixed. Pattern B shifted to pattern A. If you're going like, I don't even know what you're talking about, take a moment right now, text the word heart to this phone number, 704-906-2094. You'll get a replay sent straight to you that you can watch for the remainder of today and into Sunday at no cost, completely yours, 100% free. And that's just our way of saying, whoops, you missed it, but don't miss it. And I had some fun today. We had some patients send over like, hey, can you tell me if these hot dogs that are organic, are they good for me? So we're going to figure out how do we do that. I didn't get the front. I just got the back, but it looks like some kind of nuts because it says that the ingredients are cashews. So we're going to talk about that. Is this healthy for us? Kashi cereal, the Go Macro bars. This one's a fun one, right? So like the healthy choice, what is this? The adobo chicken pre-prepared healthy dinner, right? Is it healthy? We'll find out. How about this one, man? You guys have probably seen this, right? So The Rock, right? Dwayne Johnson's all famous now everywhere. Like he's all over Instagram and Facebook and movies. And so he came up with supposedly a healthy energy drink. So we're going to find out, is this healthy? And I'm going to teach you guys how do you do this, because some of you asked, is there an app you can download that'll scan the food and tell you if it's healthy? You got to be careful with them. Most of them are programmed off traditional nutritional training. They'll flag something that's high in good plant fats as being toxic for your body. So what I'm going to do today is teach you, how do we know if the boxed roasted cauliflower, root vegetable, sweet potato, yellow onion, carrot, shallot, butter sauce to go lunch is good or not? And then how about the endless amounts of protein powders? I just decided to go online and say, hey, give me the most expensive protein powder that I can find. And Shakeology came in at $130, guys, for one packet. That's nuts if you ask me, because you're going to find out this is a horrible shake to do. So before I get into the examples and teach you guys how to do this, I want to just talk general concepts for how do you know if what you're about to eat is good and healthy for you. And it's going to be broken down into two categories. Does it come in a box or a can or a wrapper or a whatever, a bag? Like, is it bagged, boxed, canned, ziplocked, wrapped in saran wrap? Or is it in its natural environment? You pick up an avocado, it's not wrapped in anything. Or is it? You pick up an apple, carrots, they come in bags, but you get the idea. You can get them loose. So hopefully you understand the concept that if we talk about produce and vegetables, the first thing we need to discuss is it organic and does it actually matter? And the answer is emphatically it matters. You'll see online, oh, there's no nutritional difference between an organic apple and a non-organic apple. Okay, maybe. But the difference is in not the nutrition, it's in the toxins. Organic food products, to the best of their ability, try to decrease or eliminate pesticides and sprays and things that can cause problems to the human body. Whereas non-organic fruits and vegetables sprayed heavily. We've talked about glyphosate. We've talked about how it's massively dangerous to the human body. And we've also discussed this concept that if you are putting chemicals into your bloodstream, that chemical toxicity is going to make you unhealthy. So though an avocado is healthy, it's not healthy if it's been sprayed heavily and you're absorbing the toxins. Or the same thing with apples or carrots or spinach. So if you need some help, on the Environmental Working Group's website, it's the EWG.org, they have a list of the foods that are produce that you should never, ever, 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 ever eat without them being organic. They call them the Dirty Dozen. And it's very simple, guys. If you can't peel it, then you shouldn't eat it in its non-organic state. It should only be organic. Let me give you an example. Strawberries, very hard to peel a strawberry. Must be organic. Spinach, very difficult to peel spinach. Must be organic. Blueberries, same thing. You get the idea. If it has a hardened external shell, like an avocado, in theory, that is supposedly a piece of leather, and the pesticides that are sprayed onto it don't get through. But do they? Nobody's really investigated that. So it's not that much more expensive today to buy organic produce. Where it gets expensive is when you start buying all the GMO, organic, glyphosate-free boxed items. And so we're going to help you navigate through that. So again, is it in its natural environment, the way God created it to be, grown and produced for you? That's good. Or has it been genetically modified, altered, sprayed, tainted, wax-coated, peel-coated, if you know what that thing is, the appeal? What's his name? I just lost his name. The IBM guy. Why won't it come to me? Anyway, you know who I'm talking about. Bill Gates. There it goes. I knew it was in there somewhere. I was thinking Steve Jobs, Wozniak. I had all the guys in my brain. Bill Gates, right? He came up with this thing called Appeal, which is supposedly a plant-based spray you spray onto plants, which then allows them to not decay while they sit on the shelf. And they're putting it on apples and bananas and avocados, but it's a toxic thing. Okay, we don't want to do that. So we want organic fruits and vegetables simply because of the fact that they're low in pesticides, wax, toxins, all this kind of stuff. Now, very simply, you pick up a box like this. Okay, this is an example. It's the Kashi Go. This is supposedly their honey almond flax crunch. Now, note on the front, it says it's GMO free, which means, hey, they're not modifying the food. That's good. It does not say that it's organic. And there's some rumors that if you're GMO free, you must be organic. But, to me, I'd want it to say it's organic. But before we just do our deep dive that I'm going to teach you how to do this, let's just talk general concepts. Number one, look at the ingredients. Okay, so I'll hold up the ingredients for you guys. We want to look at the ingredient list and find out how long is this? And that's moderately long. There's, X number of ingredients. Think of it like this. The best you could ever do is find a box that says one ingredient. And I had one, patient brought it in, but it wasn't a box, it was a bag. And notice how it's the cashews, and way up here, if you can see this at the very top, it says ingredients, organic cashews, salt. So that's 2. So this is decent. It's passing the, is it 1 ingredient-ish area. Now they added some salt. It doesn't say what kind of salt. That makes me think a little bit. Is that white table salt? I would have liked it to say Himalayan salt. Personally, I would like you to go buy the organic cashews yourself and salt them yourself. But again, how many ingredients? Okay, so the first thing that I do when I pick up a box of anything, if I'm picking this up to decide should I eat this, is I turn it around and I go straight to the ingredients and I say, how many are on there? The idea is a long, lengthy ingredient list is a sign that you should probably stay away from it. Number 2, is anything unfamiliar to you? So let me read this one. Hard red wheat, so it's wheat-based, brown rice, barley, oats, rye, buckwheat, sesame seeds. Okay, so they're showing you that it's a mixture of some things. Soy flakes, brown rice syrup, cane sugar, chicory root, almonds, flax seeds, oats, canola oil, honey, natural flavorings, mixed tocopherols, which is vitamin E. And it says, warning, contains wheat, soy, and almonds. That's the allergies that they have to list. Okay, so it's not too bad. I don't know if anything was unfamiliar to you. I'm okay with the expression of the ingredients, meaning I can pronounce them. So it kind of passed that. Next is we got to look at the label and start asking questions. Now, here's where you really need to take some notes, okay? Most labels are going to try to trick you into thinking that it's really low in fat and carbs by doing one thing, showing you that per serving, there's only so much. So let me give you an example. This Kashi Go says that 3/4 of 1 cup is 1 serving. Okay, so think like a cup that you would measure flour or rice or whatever. Only fill that to 3/4, pour that in a bowl, 1 serving. Now, I'm going to be transparently truthful. Most people don't measure their cereal when they eat it, do they? No. They take a bowl and they pour it in until they feel like what they see is enough for them. Usually, most people do 2 to 3 servings. So how is it that they got the fat levels so low? Because this says the fat is only at 5 grams. Well, it's because only 3/4 of a cup has 5 grams. But if you eat 2 or 3 servings, now you have to take these numbers and multiply them. This is where it gets tricky, guys. Excuse me. But here's the thing. We don't care so much about that right now as we do the ingredients. We want to go down this ingredient list first and see, is there anything on here that is like toxic? Okay. My top, 5 that you should avoid like the plague. Ready? Wheat, because it's gluten and it damages your intestines. Corn, because it's an inflammatory grain and can spike blood sugars for a lot of people. Often it is genetically modified. If it says on the box GMO, then it means they're using GMO-free corn, but it's still corn. Soy, it's a huge endocrine disruptor. We do not want to see soy. Then we don't want to see things like carrageenan, artificial colorings, fructose or fructose corn syrup. You have to be careful with sugar alcohols. I know they are sugar-free substitutes. The erythritol, the mannitols, the sorbitols, etc. You got to be careful. Watch out for the kind of protein that they use. It's very traditional to see cheap, not very highly regulated, isolated proteins. It sounds really cool, doesn't it? Whoa, this protein's been isolated. It must be a good one. No, it's actually really dangerous for you. Proteins you want to be concentrates, not isolates. So again, I'm giving you kind of my things. Watch out for the rancid oils. We've talked about this. Canola is bad. Corn oil, bad. Soybean oil, bad. Vegetable oil, palm oil. The word natural flavorings is a conundrum. Many, many packaged items, and you saw it right here in the Kashi Go. It says that they have honey, salt, natural flavorings. Okay, so what a natural flavoring is it could be anything. It could be an animal or plant-sourced anything. For an example, the excrement of a specific beetle found only in the subtropics of who knows where could be used to create a flavor agent in a food product. And because it's in nature, the waste of a beetle would be considered natural flavorings. And if you think I'm making this up, I'm not. They use things to make it shiny using a shellac-like material that is the waste excrement of some sort of a bug that grows way down in the tropics. So you got to be careful. They are not required to say what the natural flavoring is. So usually we try to stay away from any natural flavorings. So let's run our test real quick. The Kashi Go Honey Almond, does it pass the ingredient test? First, number 1 ingredient, hard red wheat. Guys, that's a hard no. It's out automatically. I read the first ingredient. I'm done. I don't care what the rest says. There's grains in this. It's a wheat-based cereal. I'm finished. I'm putting it back. But Dr. Ernst, it says GMO-free, and it says looks new, great taste, healthy. I don't care what the outside says. The ingredients tell the story. If you pass the ingredient test, then you do the math. It's this simple. How do you find out if a food is healthy? If it's boxed, canned, wrapped, packaged, does it pass the ingredient test? Does it pass the number test on my nutrient facts? And if it does, I buy it and eat it. Okay, so let's just keep going. All right, brown rice, a grain. Oats, grains. Soy flakes, out like the plague. Then it says brown rice syrup. Now, brown rice syrup is a trick phrase to say sugar, but make you think that it's okay, because most people know brown rice is good for you. It's healthier than white rice. It's still bad, just so you know, but they're like, oh, brown rice flour, or syrup, that must be good. No, cane sugar is an ingredient, so this has sugar in it. Then it says almonds, I'm cool with that. Flax seeds, I'm good with that. Expeller pressed canola. Oh, there it is, guys. Did you know that this box of cereal has the worst oil for your heart on the planet inside of it? The only way you would know is if you read the ingredients. Now, let's pretend that it passed the ingredient test. Now we have to pull out a calculator. So I have my trusty calculator, and we have to start doing math, guys. Ready? It says 3/4 cup is 1 serving, which weighs 52 grams. So I do 52, and then I push divide by, and I go straight down to total carbohydrates. I do this for every food product. I don't care what the product is. How much does it weigh by the serving size, and go straight to where it says total carbohydrates and find that number. This one says 35. Can you see it? You might be able to. It says 35 grams of carbohydrates. So I take 52, I divide that by 35, and I get a number, and it says 1.48. You know what that tells me, guys? More than half of the serving is carbs. This is a sugar bomb waiting to happen. Think about it. If 35 grams of sugar is in 1 serving, and 1 serving is 52 grams, more than half of the serving is carbohydrates. Now, I know what you're thinking. All right, but Dr. Ernst, there's this equation where you take total carbs, which you can do 35, you minus the fibers, which is 8, and that gives you the total amount of carbohydrates. Net carbs, the healthy carbs. Yeah, but it's still 27. 35 minus 8 is 27. 27 divided by 52 is 51%, 0.51. Still half. So what is this, guys? This is a bomb of sugar. It claims to have 9 grams of protein. That's not very much, just so you know. And it claims to have 5 grams of fat. Now, fat is good if you get it from good, healthy sources. So the almonds are giving them some fat. Unfortunately, in here, the canola oil. Like, how disgusting that cereal has canola oil in it. But remember, nobody grabs a measuring cup, pours their cereal into it, and says, that's 1 serving, I'm only going to eat this. They don't. And then the problem is, what do you pour on top of cereal? Milk, which is loaded with sugar. So is this a healthy food item according to the Ask Dr. Ernst Show? Heck no, it is goodbye. We're not even going to touch it. All right, how about the next one? This says organic, uncured beef hot dogs. So the first thing that I like to see is, does it say grass-fed? So because it's a beef product, it's proteins. We're looking grass-fed, grass-fed, grass-fed. It says beef is raised with no antibiotics and no added hormones. Okay. It says organic, non-GMO. Okay. It says that's it. It doesn't say grass-fed. So when I'm looking at meat products, if it's beef or buffalo, I want grass-fed. If it's fish, I want wild caught. If it's eggs, I want free-range, pasture-raised. Like, these are the phrases you have to learn. So it's okay so far. It says organic. It says, GMO-free. It says uncured. So let's do the ingredient test now. The ingredients are way over here if you can see them. All right? And it's tough, I know, but I'll try to zoom in. It's hard, so let me read it for you guys. Ready? Ingredient number 1, organic beef. Okay, thank God that something else other than beef was not the first ingredient. The first ingredient will tell you what the majority of the product is made of. So this is made of beef, and it should be. It's a beef hot dog. Then it says water, and then it says mustard, and then it says celery, then it says sugar. Okay, but why do they need to add the sugar? Then it says organic white pepper, organic onion powder, and organic garlic. Okay, I'm okay with the ingredients. I don't like the sugar, but it is what it is. Now let's do the math. Serving size, 1 hot dog weighs 56 grams. So again, what do I do, guys? I go 56, 1 serving, divide by total carbohydrates, 1 gram. So the amount of sugar in this is 1/100th. I don't know, whatever that is. It's 1/56th. So there's almost no sugar in here. Even though it says sugar is part of the ingredients, they didn't add that much. Then I go to total fat, 11 grams. Hey, that's decent. So of the whole amount, a fifth of it is fat. And then I look at protein, it says 7 grams. So again, if you do 7 divided by 56, we get 0.125. So it's about 12% protein. This is decent. Okay, the only thing that I would say I would want to see is grass-fed, because the beef probably came from cows that are eating corn. Okay, I'm going to put it over here in the category of I'm okay with it. It could be better. You guys see how it works? Hey, if you're on Facebook and you have some sort of a specific food that you want us to test, or YouTube or Twitter or Instagram, run to your pantry, take a picture of it, and post it in the comments. My team and myself will tell you it's in or it's out. We'll just do it real fast, in or out. All right? Hey, let's do this one that only has 2 ingredients. This is a bag of Woodstock cashews. Okay, so it says, first of all, number of ingredients, 2. I like this, low. The ingredients are cashews and salt. Okay, we talked about that. The salt maybe a little bit better. Total serving size is a 1/4 cup, which it says is 30 grams. See how cool this is, guys? It's just math. I don't know if you're a numbers person, but I am. 30 grams is 1 serving. How many carbohydrates? 11. So I divide by 11, and I look at this and I go, that's kind of high. That's like almost 1/3 of the serving is sugar. Wait a minute. There's sugar in cashews? Yes, because it's natural. So we got to be careful, though. There's 1 gram of fiber, so there's only 10 grams of net carbs. Yeah, did you know cashews are high sugar nut? Bet you didn't. This is why people are like, I don't understand. I'm eating so healthy, my blood sugars won't come down. Don't do cashews. They're 1/3 sugar by volume. I like pili nuts, which are 0 sugar, and macadamia nuts and 0 sugar. Brazil nuts, almost 0 sugar. So does this pass the test? Sure. But just note, it has 11 grams of carbohydrates per 1/4 cup. Guys, a 1/4 cup. Most people will knock down half this bag in one sitting. How about this one? This is fun. So we talked about, The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, said, all energy drinks are bad. And he's right. And I'm going to make the best one ever. Let's see how well he did. This is one I just pulled. He has many different brands and flavors. It says Super Berry, filled with natural flavors. Daggone it. Why can't they just make it Super Berry, no natural flavors? So there's a first ping against an ingredient list for me. It says 0 sugar on the front, so that means the carbohydrate should be at 0, so we'll check that. And it says full of flavor, think healthy, live healthy. See the advertising? So we flip the can around and we look, and number 1, we have to do the math again. What is the serving size? It says 1 cup. Now here's the hard part. Liquids won't often give you the gram amounts, so you have to kind of say, look at it and go, okay, how many ounces is this? It is 12 fluid ounces. How many ounces are in a can? 12. So this 1 can has whatever it says. Now, how much fat is in this? 0. Well, it's water, guys, so okay. How much carbohydrates? I thought he said 0. It says 2. How on earth could there be carbohydrates listed, but it says 0 sugar on the front? Because food labels only require you to say sugar's present if you add sugar as an ingredient. So he should have no sugar in his ingredients, but he's probably got natural flavorings and other sweeteners. Okay, here we go. Ready? First ingredient is carbonated water. Hey, did you guys know this isn't an energy drink? This is just fancy flavored carbonated water. Bursting the bubble on you, Dwayne. It's not an energy drink. It's just carbonated water. Okay, then number 2, citric acid. Yeah, it's a preservative, so there's something in here he doesn't want to go bad because it would taste terrible. Third ingredient, natural flavors. See, I'm automatically out. Nope, I don't want that. That tells me there are no super berries in here. There's chemicals that make your tongue think it's berry flavored, and they're using natural flavors to do that. That, again, could be the excrements of some sort of a bug from South Africa that makes your tongue say, ooh, berry. Then it says fruit juice color. So the water would be clear, but it's super berry, so you expect this to probably be like purplish. So he put a coloring dye. That's going to need the citric acid so that it doesn't turn over time. So there's why that's in there. Then he's got potassium citrate. It's a buffering agent. Pectin, caffeine, ascorbic acid, and now there's a bunch of vitamins and minerals. Leucine. There it is. Sucralose. See that? Sucralose, a sugar alcohol that's very toxic. It is not sugar by definition, so the food label can say 0 sugars, but I don't know. If you're going to drink it, it's an okay thing because it's mostly carbonated water with added things. It has turmeric extracts, B12, B3, B6, glutamine. It's like an electrolyte carbonated beverages with caffeine added. So that's why he's saying, hey. Now, I will tell you, though, this is way better than like Monster and Red Bull and all that crud. So we're at 25 minutes. I'm only going to go another 10, just so you know. But if you have, again, something you want me to do, down below. All right? How about this? Like, it looks good, doesn't it? Roasted root vegetables and cauliflower. And it's got all kinds of stuff. Eat me. I mean, look at that. Talk about the advertisers, right? They want you to eat this. It says happy foodie. And it says cauliflower, sweet potato, russet potatoes, red onions, yellow carrots, and garlic in a shallot butter sauce. So they put the ingredients on the front for you, or do they? And then it says, keep frozen, heat and eat, right? So it sounds like a quick, easy, vegan, although it's got butter, dish. So the only problem is the ingredients are a little fuzzy, so you might not be able to see them, and it's yellow and white. So let me read them for you. Ready? Cauliflower, I like it. Sweet potato, good so far. Russet potatoes, okay, it's a potato. Then it says carrageenan. Dang it! That's that toxic sort of added food ingredient. Then it says garlic powder, butter sauce, butter cream, salt, shallots, garlic, potassium, butter powder, etc., etc. So like if it didn't have the carrageenan, which is a sort of stabilizer, it would probably pass. Now, just watch, guys. 1 box is 3 servings. Did you know that? If you ate this whole thing for lunch, you're having 3 servings of lunch. Yet it's only about the serving size of one thing. Oh, I'm holding it sideways. The serving size of 1 lunch. So see, you're going to eat the whole thing. That's 3. So we go here and we look at carbs, and it says 32 grams for the entire box. Oh, my God. If you don't know this, 1 sugar packet is about 2 grams. So do the math, guys. 32 grams divided by 2 is almost 15 packets of sugar. Does it look healthy on the outside? Hey, we're roasted cauliflower and veggies. It looks okay. But then you've got to do the math. And you got to look at the ingredients. And you have to look at serving sizes. 32 grams of carbohydrates for the entire bowl. That's out. I'm done. Because to me, if the bowl weighs, it says 90 grams per serving times 3 servings. The bowl itself weighs 270 grams. So if I do 32 divided by 270, that's 11.8% of this as carbohydrates. That's really, really high, just so you guys know. You want your carbohydrate total to be maybe 4, 5, 6 grams per serving. Because in a day, you should only eat about 40, 50, maybe 60 grams of carbohydrates total. So if I do this for lunch, half my day, I'm done. How about this one? This says healthy choice. It says it's a power bowl, and it has this adobo flavored chicken. Notice it says, hey, our chicken is special. It's all natural, raised without antibiotics. So it's trying to go to your what's a good phrase for this? Your emotional side, right? Oh, the chickens are raised in an all-natural method, and they don't give them antibiotics. What that's secretly telling you is they vaccinate them, because chickens get sick quite easily. And if you don't feed them antibiotics, you got to feed them something so they stay well. So the new trend, just so you're all aware, is vaccinated animals. Ugh! Somebody's texting. They're either asking for the replay of the book, or they're wondering if I can do their food. Don't text, guys. Use the chats in your live stream, wherever you are. Take a picture of your food. Let us take a look at it and see if it's healthy for you. I'll read the ingredients. Okay, first of all, guys, is this a short list of ingredients? No, look how long that list is. Like, it's going to take me some time to read it to you. Now, it might be that they're healthy because, there might be spinach and stuff in here. So let's see. Number 1, chicken. Thank God. Then it says olive oil. Hey, I'm cool with that. It's not canola, so thank God. Then it says sugar. Dang it. Why are they putting sugar on chicken? Then it says sea salt. Okay, good. Then it says natural flavorings. Daggone it. Then it says brown rice, water, pinto beans, barley, quinoa, rice, chard, kale, corn, tomatoes, pumpkin seeds, and contains less than 2% of the following: butter, puree, cornstarch, salt, honey, natural flavorings again. So what is this thing? It hit the natural flavorings list. Even though it says healthy, it is goodbye for me. Natural flavorings are toxic. Carbohydrates are at 38 grams per serving. One meal, guys, 38 grams. No way, goodbye. I'll do 2 more. This super cool organic-y looking bar that they sell at healthy food stores. Okay, it says organic all over it. And it's like, please eat me. On the front, it says nut-free, high-protein, heartwarming retreat. Wow. An organic oatmeal chocolate chip, vegan, gluten-free, organic. Like, it just smells good, doesn't it? Like, let's eat it. But be careful. Turn it around. What's the first ingredient? It's kind of a long list. I hate to say this, guys. The first ingredient is brown rice syrup. Sugar is the first ingredient. Then it says sunflower seed butter. That's organic. Okay, that's decent. Proteins. It says rice and pea. Not bad, but the rice protein is a grain, high carbs. Gluten-free rolled oats. It's an oat. It's a grain again. It doesn't say GMO or glyphosate-free. Chocolate chips, sugar, chocolate, butter. Brown rice crisps, organic maple syrup. Again, another sugar, natural flavorings. Dang it. Like, even an organic bar says we have to naturally flavor this because you're not going to like the way it tastes. So let's pretend it passed the ingredient list. It says that 1 serving is 1 bar. So thank God we don't have to multiply anything. So we take the bar and we go straight to the carbohydrates. Now, this is tricky because on the front, you have to see how much the bar weighs. See how it says 65 grams? So I go to my calculator and I say 65 and I divide that by the number of carbohydrates, which is 35. And I look and I say, oh my God, it's excessively high, 1.85, which means more than half of this bar is sugar. If you want to know the exact amount, 35 divided by the gram amount, 65. You guys can do the math in your head. 53.8% of this bar is sugar. Cut the bar in half. All of that was sugar. Would you eat 16 packets of sugar in one sitting? No way on earth, Dr. Ernst. That's toxic. It would kill me if I poured 16 sugar packets in my mouth. If you ate this, that's 16. So where does this one go? Goodbye, organic health bar. That's toxic. You guys see how cool this is? It's tough, though. We only had 2 that we kept. Final, and I'm done. The most expensive protein powder I could find on the market. $130 for this container. 1 container. Now, you guys are going to look at this and be like, well, wait a minute. Like, how can you bash whey protein shakes? Like, there shouldn't be anything in here other than protein and maybe some chocolate. Okay, but I'm going to flip this around and go to the ingredient list. And you can see it's kind of sort of long. And on the front, it says whole food formula based for your healthy nutrition. No artificial sweeteners or flavors. Interesting. Let's see if they actually do this. Probiotics. That's cool. Gluten-free. Thank God that your protein shakes don't have gluten in them. Good sources of omega-3 acids, helps your digestion, it helps curb your cravings for food. Okay? So I'm going to read it to you. Ingredient number 1, whey protein isolate. Dang it! The first ingredient is the most toxic version of protein powders you can ever find. Milk-based, it does not say raw, it does not say grass-fed, and it's an isolate. Guys, for me, it's out already. But let's keep going. Flax seeds, quinoa, I'm good so far. Chocolate powder, pea powder, spirulina, chlorella, chicory. Hey, we're doing good. Astragalus, bilberry juice, bilberries, blueberries, camu, bacillus coagulans, spinach, rose hips. So like the ingredients are good after all the toxic stuff. Then we go to other ingredients. Now remember at the front it said no artificial sweeteners. Now watch this. Sugar, organic cane sugar is an ingredient. I thought it said, it says artificial. So what they're saying is, hey, we have sweeteners, but they're not artificial. Do you see how tricky this is? And it also says no natural flavorings. So I went through the list, and thank God it doesn't say natural flavorings anywhere. Or does it? It says natural chocolate flavor. So no artificial sweeteners, flavors, or colors, but the other ingredient says natural chocolate flavor. Busted. They're lying to you on the front. Shakeology, shame on you for deceiving people and making them think that this is a good, healthy protein powder. Horrible, toxic, and goodbye. Get rid of it. Okay, so we did the ones that I pulled. Hopefully you learned something. Quick summary for all of you guys. It's real that simple. Ready? If it's in a box, bag, wrapper, can, whatever, you got to break down the ingredients. Read the ingredient list. How long is that list? Is it super long like a novel, or is it 1 or 2 or 3? If you can stay in the zone of 1 through 3, that's usually pretty good. When you're reading the list, does anything look unfamiliar to you? Like PEG-1693. Like, what the heck is that? Don't eat that. Okay? Look at the label and find out what the numbers look like. You start first with how many grams is a serving, or how much size is a serving, and how many servings is in the thing you're holding. Some protein bars are 2 servings, so you got to double the math. Some lunches, like that one thing here, this roasted cauliflower sweet potato thing, is 3 servings, so you got to triple the numbers. Then you want to look to see, is there natural flavorings or artificial colors? Red number 40, yellow number 6. What is that? You don't know what it is, so don't eat it. If it has sugar alcohol, sucralose, sorbitol, mannitol, etc., nix it. They're fake sweeteners that are very toxic. If there's a protein, it must say concentrate, especially when it's whey protein. Whey protein concentrate, period. Not concentrate and isolates. If you see the word isolate that from you. Throw it as far away as you can. Watch out for the canola oils, the corn, the soy, the vegetable, and the palm oils. And you want to just make sure that you guys look at your ingredients and do the math. Okay? In a perfect world, when you look at a food label, it should be more fat than protein and more protein than carbs. So let's grab the roasted vegetable dish, and let's take a look at the back. How much fat total? 9 grams. How many carbs? 32. Whoops, it's already out. The carbs are the highest. This is a bowl of sugar. It should be fat first, then protein, then carbs. If you can find that, and it passes your ingredient tests, and it passes the math, then you're good to go and you can eat it. So now you should know, hey, Dr. Ernst, is this healthy for me? I'm going to say, I'm not going to answer your question until you run the equation that I just showed you today. And if it doesn't pass and you need help, then let me show you why it didn't pass. And if it does pass and you think it still might not, post it below with a photo of the ingredients, and we'll tell you if it's healthy or not. Hey, thanks for tuning in today. I know this was a special broadcast due to the Tar Heel game preempting me on WBT, but you know what's unique? They're doing it next week also, again. So next week, I'm going to talk to you about cooking oils, because we had such a huge trend on, wait, you can't use olive? What about butter? I thought that was bad. I thought grapeseed was good to cook with. We're going to go through all the cooking oils, what are the best, what are the worst, and talk to you guys about how you don't want to destroy all the healthy food you just bought by cooking it incorrectly. As a reminder, if you missed the Heart Heal Thyself webinar we did today, use the links above or below. Text us. Simply send the word heart with your name and email. We'll send you a replay today so you can watch it. And if you want early bird registration, guys, nobody has seen this except for you. Saturday, March 9th. It's about 4 weeks away from today. I'm going to do my next Diabetes Heal Thyself Summit. It is going to be epic. We're going to fix diabetes type 1, 2, and 3 all in one event that is absolutely free for you to attend. And if you want to join us now, click the link above or below that says askdrernst.net/diabetes. We just need your name, phone number, and email, and we'll send you a free ebook and registration access. Thanks for tuning in today, guys. I hope you have a blessed weekend. We'll see you all throughout the week next week, and of course, every Saturday for the Ask Dr. Ernst Show. No matter if we're on the airways or not, we always stream live just for you. Be blessed. Have a great day. Bye-bye.